students, today I am going to discuss the calibration and standardization skills. Calibration is the process of knowing the correct measurement of the volumetric apparatus. You have done the calibration of the pipette in first semester. You have the knowledge regarding that. In the theory, it is there. I am going to explain this thing in brief. Here, first, I am going to discuss the care and use of electronic balance. The electronic balance should be placed on a leveled surface. The spirit level is adjusted so that bubble must be in the middle of the circle. This can be adjusted with the help of screw legs. The balance is installed in a glass box with openable doors. During weighing, the door should be closed to avoid air disturbances. Before weighing, observe the pan so that no solid or liquid is present on the pan. The pan must be clean. Errors in weighing. The main sources of errors are the following. The first one, the change in condition of the containing vessel or of the substance between the successive weighings. Second one, effect of buoyancy of air upon the object. Here, buoyancy of the air means the disturbance of the air which is present in the balance box. Third one, in accuracy of weights in case of analytical the double band non-electronic the balance. Then the calibration of the pipettes and burettes. Burettes and pipettes may not be graduated correctly. The process of knowing correct volume of the pipette and burettes and other volumetric flags by a process is known as the calibration. Let us discuss first the calibration of a burette. A given burette is cleaned and then rinsed with distilled water and filled with distilled water without any air bubbles. Then adjust the water level to correct zero level. Withdraw exactly 1 ml of water into a 25 ml previously weighed the beaker and weigh this the 1 ml of water in the balance and note down the weight, and this weight is converted into volume. So this volume is the correct volume of the burette from 0 to 1 ml, that is the graduated on marked on the burette. Then another 1 ml of the distilled water from the 1 to the 2 ml exactly is withdrawn into a 25 ml the previously weighed cleaned dried beaker and its weight is noted down. With the help of this the 1 ml of weight of distilled water taken, the volume is noted and that the 1 to the 2 ml the correct the volume is graduated on the burette. Similarly, in successive mLs of the burette, we have to graduate in the similar way. Then the calibration of pipette. Calibration of pipette you have done in your the first semester BSc. In the similar way, we have to follow the procedure. We have to take a given pipette and it is washed with the water and to be rinsed with distilled water. Exactly 10 ml of the distilled water is prepared out into a cleaned, dried 25 ml the beaker. Its the weight is noted down, and the weight of the volume of the water taken out is converted into the correct volume, and it is to be graduated on the given the pipette. That will be the correct volume of the given the pipette. In the similar way, we can calibrate the standard flask or volumetric flask and other volumetric equipments. Then we go for the primary standard substance. Primary standard substance can be defined as the substance which can be weighed easily and which is so pure that its weight is truly representative of number of moles of substance contained. Examples: sodium carbonate, copper sulfate, pentahydrate, etc. Then the secondary standard substance. The secondary standard substances may be used for standardizations and whose content of the active substance has been found by comparison against a primary standard substance. Example: sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, KMnO4, etc. Then let us go for the use of robotics. Robotics nowadays in the most forward countries, these are very well utilized in their the lives and in getting the works. Robots are the machines which perform most of the physical work of human being as per digital directions of man. Uses of robotics. In various fields, robots are being used. First one, in pharmaceutical industries. In pharmaceutical industries, packaging capsules, tablets, bottling the liquid medicines, the robots are used. Second one, in other industries, dumping reactant the mixtures into the reaction vessel in chemical industries, and testing and recording the various stages of reactions, the robots are used. Third one, in hotels, robots are used as suppliers and cleaners in the hotels. Fourth one, in agriculture field, robots are used in the sowing, cutting and applying pesticides to crops in fields, agriculture fields. Fifth one, in medicinal field, nano robots are being used to administer a requisite quantity of the medicine directly into the infected the parts of the living being, so that we can relieve that the affected part very quickly and save the medicine. Then advantages of robotics. Robotics have following advantages. First one, robotics saves human labor. Second one, the completion of the work can be done within a short time. Third one, perfect work can be expected by these robots. Fourth one, no need of giving intervals. As an example, for tea, lunch or any other needs as for human beings.